welcome to another episode of Ben and John Do Cars. Today we've got two cars on the channel. Ben, what are we talking about?
We're talking about two approaches to a very similar project. We're looking at my cheap shitbox Lexus GS430 drift project with the 4.3 3JZ-GTE V8 naturally aspirated, and Jake's lovely new fresh import mint condition Toyota Aristo. What are we talking?
2JZ-GTE, baby!
Yes! Right then.
Right.
Okay. Right, boys.
So, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Windsock.
Don't need it.
Sure.
Mate, it's not windy.
Pretty windy.
Mate, it's not windy.
Okay, fine. Right, so let's start with the Aristo because that's the nice one. You can find way more about that on Jake's YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below. But we thought, you know, as they're both together and we're super rad dudes, we'd get them together and sort of do a bit of a comparison. Right, let's start with the Aristo because that's the nice one. Jake, talk us through it. What are we dealing with?
So 2JZ-GTE, currently auto, but the plans are to manual swap within the next couple of weeks or so. We do plan to go single turbo at some point as well, so yeah, we can get external wastegates, all the cool noises, and you're looking at sort of around 500 horsepower on standard management, which is pretty decent, so we should be able to do it on a fair budget as well.
Nice. What in terms of bodywork? I mean, it already looks pretty sexy. What's the scheme?
Yeah, so I've got a body kit on order at the moment from Desire Automotive. He's a guy down in Chippenham that makes body kits and fiberglass parts. He mainly does R34s, that sort of thing, but he's just got into these and he's made a really nice BN Sport style kit. So that's on order at the moment. We'll get that on and hopefully it will look a lot more aggressive as well.
Then we can send it against a fucking wall.
Yes, we can.
Boom! And one of the reasons that we've both got these, I appreciate they're not the same car, but they are basically the same platform. People are sleeping on these GSs, aren't they?
They are sleeping on the GSs, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people just see them as like an auto barge, but I think a lot of people are sleeping on the fact that you can manual swap them, and once you manual swap this with a 2JZ in it, it's going to be awesome. Should be really cool.
Definitely, even for one of these, which was a lot more than that, obviously, this is easily the cheapest way into a 2J powered car.
Yeah, 100%. Easily. A 2J manual powered car, this is the cheapest way in for sure.
Now that we looked at the nice one, let's look at the ugly duckling. So the GS is the UK version of the Aristo. I know there's some differences, but basically, rather than a 2J, we got the 3Z, the 4.3 V8, naturally aspirated obviously. This was an auto, it's already been manual swapped, so it's got a BMW 5-speed gearbox in there, M5 twin plate clutch, so it should be able to take quite a bit of abuse. It's already on coilovers, they're a little bit too soft, so you might have to stiffen those up. The biggest problem with this one, the swap hasn't quite been finished. It still needs mapping and stuff, you know, it's got a few hesitations and misfires and stuff from where it still thinks it's got an auto box. The coilovers are a little bit soft, so we'll need to stiffen those up. Radiator's leaking, so it does sort of get a bit coolanty all the time. But we've been sold a bit of a fucking lemon because the rear end of this is toast. It's just rotted through the whole thing. It's got a dodgy MOT on it. The previous owner really kind of fucked us over, to be honest. So we need to do a load of welding in the back, make sure it's solid, make sure it's safe, stiffen up the suspension, get it mapped, get the radiator on there. Other than that, I mean, it looks like a piece of shit. Like, look at the bodywork, look at the interior, it's a fucking shed. But we got that creamy V8, we got 300 horsepower, we got nice torque. Mate, she's gonna get it done. She is gonna get it done. So yeah, just a quick little video, nothing special, but we wanted to introduce the two cars. Like we said earlier, if you want to see more of the Aristo, go over to Jake's channel, link in the description below. And then yeah, you'll see more of the GS as we progress the project. And that's about it really, isn't it?
That's about it. Thanks for tuning in as always. Not a full review today. You're right, mate. Not a full review today. We kind of do that another time once the GS is a bit more kind of roadworthy and sorted and welded and all that shit. And once Jake's done what he wants to do to his, then we'll kind of review them both and give you a proper like feature video. But for now, this is just kind of catch up. So
and then we'll go skid them.
Yeah, we will.
Yes.
Nice.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
Let's do it, boys. Yes. Woo! Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, and share and stuff.